everybody, we've got another video for you. Today is another LARPbox video. I was checking it out on YouTube and I found out nobody's posted a video about the LARPbox Barbarian collection. So I guess I'm the first one to do it. Yay me. Alright. So let's go ahead and kick into gear and get into this. I have opened it up. I took a quick look at it and then I shut it again because I wanted to really look into it with all of you guys. So right off the bat, we've got the list of different things. This box is almost the exact equivalent to the budget box with one key difference. It also came with some Barbarian armor, as it's called. And although what's in the box isn't in the same order as the list, I'm going to go ahead and show these to you straight from the list. Now, the legendary LARP box also came with a single-bladed axe, a Barbarian belt, and a Barbarian circlet inspired by Conan the Barbarian. Obviously, I don't get the legendary boxes, so I couldn't get any of that stuff. It's not to say it wouldn't be that hard to find it online and be able to look into that as well. So let's just break right into this and take a look. We're going to actually start from the bottom of the list and probably work our way up. Also, as a side note, if you're not already aware of it, which if you're a subscriber for LARPbox and you get the emails and such, you probably already know this. There was a letter sent out, which I actually have right here, from Bart Brazé talking about how he no longer is doing the t-shirts, and because he freed himself up some money because of that, he's put together, or I should say, it looks like his wife has put together what's also called the Lark Box Essentials, which is a smaller kit that comes in the LARP boxes. It comes in the budget box, the premier box, and the legendary box. So whichever one you're getting, you're also getting that as well. And this basic letter is expressing their thanks and understanding for that, as well as what to expect. The Essentials is primarily, they called it Chrissy. I don't know who that is. I'm assuming that's the wife, girlfriend, something. I'm not going to assume anything. Bart, if you watch this, I apologize for not knowing that ahead of time. Let's get back to the list. So from the bottom up, actually, the first one we have is the LARPbox Barbarian Racers. Simple but attractive set of bracers for your Barbarian kit. Now there's another piece that comes in this kit that goes along with it. Just going to go ahead and get into that as well, which is the fur arm wraps. So I'll show you the bracers, then I'll show you the fur arm wraps, and I'll show you how they're supposed to work together. These are the Barbarian bracers. They're the same kind of leather that was used to make the Leo gauntlet for the warrior box. Unlike that though, this comes in a set of 2, so you automatically have one for each arm. Nice design, very basic, very simple. They've got the elastic string so that it stretches over the arm and you can adjust the size as needed. And then we have, let me pull this other stuff out of here and grab these. The fur arm wraps. Now I'll be honest with you, the first time I took a look at this, about half of this arm wrap stuff came off and got everywhere. It makes a bit of a mess right off the bat, but this is designed to go over the arm like this, and it's supposed to keep the arm warm. I'm assuming you're supposed to figure out a way to be able to put this on over your arm, which it's supposed to go on over like that, and I'm going to figure it out. I'm not going to do it right now because it's going to take me like 20 minutes just to figure that out, and I'm sure you guys want to get on to the rest of the box. But yeah, you've got the arm wraps that go over the arm, the bracer that's supposed to go over the arm wraps somehow, But those are kind of neat. Definitely an inspired idea, definitely a very good twist on the entire thing. We'll just set these right here, and we're going to move on to the next piece. The human ear trophy. I'll be honest, while it makes sense, the human ear trophy thing, I had to put it away. It looks that authentic and that real. I thought it was kind of disgusting, to be honest. It's not something I'm ever going to use. But yeah, I don't like this thing. Not because I think it's stupid or silly, but because it looks like an actual ear. And it actually looks like it was ripped off the side of somebody's head. And it's just got this weird funky smell to it that doesn't help. It actually does smell like rotting flesh, or what I'm assuming is supposed to smell like rotting flesh. I'm assuming it's probably like the paint or some other chemical stuff that was added to it. There's a little bit of fur on the inside of the latex to help make it feel like an actual ear, like cartilage. And then you've got the adjustable string here so that you can put it on and wear it like a trophy. That's exactly the point of it. I'll keep it on, but God, the smell of that thing, wow. Even my incense right here isn't... Come on over here. Come over here. Cover up this smell. This... It's not helping either. Gosh. Okay, we're just gonna move on. Wow. There's a Barbarian sticker, which basically says LARPbox, and it's 2 cross axes. I don't have it in here because it fell out and I couldn't find it, and I did find it and I forgot to put it back into the box. It's sitting out there. It does look cool. It's animated, but it does look very cool. And then the last thing that we have is the Lark Box Essentials. That's a whole nother list in of itself. We're going to go ahead and pull that out of here. It has its own little mini card and list of things that comes with it. Now, the Lark Box Essentials. The Lark Box Essentials is a list of actual things that LARPers can use. It's not animated little immersive roleplay stuff like this. It's actual stuff that you can use on your trip. So whether it's from LARPing or even if you do other stuff, hiking down a trail or something, it's stuff designed to help you. This first one, I'm not sure if it was meant to help you or if it's just a traditional thing. It's called Primal Jerky. Here's the thing about this. This is vegan jerky, which means there's no actual meat in this. It's just a heavy protein meat alternative. It's a hot and spicy, meatless vegan jerky. The flavor is supposed to be shiitake mushrooms. So, I'm not one for vegan food. I've tried vegan jerky before from a past LARP box. I believe it was, I don't even remember, but I'm sure if you've had subscriptions for LARPbox for a while, you know which one I'm talking about. I ate it. Wasn't a big fan of it. Not my first choice, but you guys are going to get to see me try this for the first time. So let's see if this one changes my mind. It's got an interesting smell to it. It's plastic though, my gosh. Definitely processed. You can see the lines where it was cut from a larger sheet. Okay, bottoms up. It says hot and spicy on the package. I'm not tasting any hot or spicy flavors. It's kind of bland. I'm not going to be packaging this and eating it every day. It's not bad, but it's not my first choice in food. I'll definitely eat it. I mean, anything that doesn't make me feel like I'm going to be sick from it, in my mind, is okay. But I'm not even sure I would know where to buy that at. These next two are kind of interesting. I didn't know these were made, and if I did know that they were made, I would definitely be getting more and more of these, because, not because I'm lazy, but these would have saved me from a great deal of hassle and trouble in past LARPs I'd gone to. It's called, don't let the name fool you, it's called the Epic Wipe. Now, I know first glance that sounds like something involving toilet paper and sitting in the bathroom. It's not. It's actually this large 1 foot by 2 foot sheet designed as a cleaning wipe for an on-the-go shower. It's basically a giant, kind of like those wipes you get at restaurants so you can clean your hands. But this one is large, so you can clean your whole body on the go without ever having to get into the shower or anything. Oh, now the spice kicks in. Great. There's not a lot of flavor in that. I don't know what a shiitake mushroom tastes like, but something tells me it doesn't taste like that. The massive wet wipe, shower on the go. Be it sports, military uses this. This was created by a U.S. Army physician. It says, after his tour in Afghanistan, Epic Wipes were born out of necessity to maintain soldier health and hygiene in the most austere conditions. It's great for antibacterial. It uses eucalyptus essential oil. Paraben and toxin-free, 100% biodegradable. That's always really nice. Sourced from sustainable bamboo. And it's also, what does that say? Cruelty-free, so no animals were hurt in the making of this product. But yeah, if I had known about these, I probably would have invested some money in these things. These are really nice to have. If you've been out to a LARPing event, yeah, it gets hot, it gets sweaty. I've always had to do the baby wipes and baby powder combo. LARPers know what that is. It's really the only option we've had. So that's definitely something worth looking into. This last one, I've never heard of this. I didn't even know this was a thing. It's called mole skin. Mole, M-O-L-E, skin. Nothing can ruin your weekend like having blisters. Mole skin is best used preventatively so you can have spots. So if you have spots on your feet that get sore and inflamed from lots of walking, put some on those before you head out. I use moleskin every time I go to Bicoline. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. So my feet stay happy at the end of the day. Okay, so long story short, this is to put on your feet if you get blisters on your feet, and it's supposed to help keep, either help prevent blisters or keep your feet from hurting from blisters if you already have them. I'm not going to get these out just because I don't know what the air is going to do to the fabric, but there's also a little card inside of there that explains what to do and how to do it. If you're one to do LARPing outside like I am, where you go 2-3 days at a time, or back in September when we went to Keep, these would have been fantastic. My feet do sweat a lot. I tend to just go with baby powder and several pairs of socks, and that usually helps out. These probably would have been a great help too. The one thing that throws all of it off is when it rains a lot and you have to walk through thick areas of grass or possible swampy areas of mud and stuff. People just say just go around barefoot. And it's like, it doesn't really help. So that's always great. The last thing that comes with the essentials is the pouch that it all came in. Always a nice little deal. I've made stuff like this, not out of this material, but I've made pouches about this size. It almost looks about the size of a flask, to be honest. And then you just, and bam, you have a little pouch. These are incredibly easy to come by. They're also very easy to make for those of you who like to sew. And it's an easy way to just carry all this stuff together. Get in there. And keep it on you. So once again, this vegan jerky again. Another interesting box. I'm taking this off. Not nearly the same amount of stuff as what we always get. To my surprise, not a throwing knife this time. Instead, we got the armor bracers, which was a nice, neat little twist. I do enjoy these. I'm actually going to put these on. I like these because of how easy you can just put them on like that. I probably would have done without the arm wraps. One thing I think LARPbox would definitely benefit from is to put together a subtext so that you have a few options of things that you could get rather than it just being one set group of things. These actually aren't that bad. And like I said, the string allows you to adjust it however you need to. Now I have one other thing I'm going to show you. I don't talk about this stuff very often just because it's kind of a hit or miss for me. But I do shop on Wish once in a while. For the record, I am not a sponsor of Wish, never planned to be. I just shop there once in a while. But I'd seen something on there for quite a while now that kept catching my attention. And one of the LARP games I play in, it's always good to have a booklet on hand. So I bought one of these. If you shop on Wish, you've seen these. It's these leather-bound journals with the compass on it, and it has the little tags. I didn't know what to think of these at first. I thought it was going to be some cheap pleather type thing, and then you'd pop it open and the paper would fall out or something like that. I was wrong. This was a really good buy. See, the leather wraps around, and you tie it down here at, we'll hold this here for a minute. It comes out right here in the middle of the spine, and it comes around. So you can tie it down right here, and it holds itself shut. So you pull that out, and it unwraps right here. Then this one acts like a bookmark. You pop it open, and it's actually a 6-ring binder with paper in it. So not only do you have a little journal or a spell book or whatever you want to call it that you can keep notes in, you can put more paper in this, take old pages out without having to tear the edges off, without it looking like crap. I'm not sure what this is for, but this is probably one of the coolest little buys I've ever gotten. I've bought stuff like jewelry, some fantasy clothing type stuff on there, but this was probably my favorite buy. Wondering if that's not to like store a pen or something in there. Definitely something. Oh, I did that wrong. Definitely something I enjoyed getting. Some future updates for you guys. I know I said I was going to get back into project builds like with this right here. And there it goes. I do intend to. I was actually planning to today. I was going to show you guys some new tools I got and a setup in the workshop I was going to start doing. Then I wake up to a text message from my wife saying, it's snowing outside. Went to take the dog out, snow had melted, it's very wet, it's very cold, and just out there. And I don't have a good source of heat out in the workshop, so I'd be literally recording going, hi guys, I'm gonna do this over here and that. I don't want to do that to you guys. I'm probably going to do some more project builds indoors, and once I get a better source of heat out in the workshop, I will definitely be doing more work out there. I really can't afford to right now because electricity is expensive with space heaters. I do have a few ideas that might work. Go old school with fire. I just have to be very careful how I do it. If it does work out though, you can better believe we will be back out there. So until next time, you guys stay safe, have fun, and we'll see you next time.